or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or the Shop LC app or the Shop LC website. But no matter what you're watching on, the thing that you can do is enter in the chat Shop 1 if you're interested in this bracelet. Then it's going to go up throughout the show. We'll get to Shop 2, Shop 3, Shop 4, Shop 5. You comment Shop whatever number I say in the chat. Doesn't mean that you're obligated to buy the thing. It just means that behind the scenes, Elias, we got him. He's going to send you a direct link to our website where you can complete your purchase from there. But just to get you in on Turkizite, the single source, naturally color change gemstone, we have a chip bracelet, 65 carats worth of chip beads. This is a rhodium over sterling silver bracelet at its shortest point. Excuse me, I've been talking a lot already today, and you're going to hear a lot more from me throughout this show. So if I clasp that with its lobster claw clasp right there, that's a 7 1/4 inch bracelet. If I take that lobster claw clasp back off and put it at the end of your extender, well, you know what you've got? If I can actually get it through there we go. Now you've got a 9 1/4 inch. So you have a 7 1/4 to 9 1/4 inch sterling silver bracelet with a rhodium flash over it. Rhodium is a fancy metal. It's in the platinum family of metals. Gives you a little bit more shimmer, a little bit more shine, a little bit more of a reflective surface. But that's not the star of the show. The star of the show are the 65 carats of Turkizites. You might be asking, what the heck is Turkizite? I haven't heard of Turkizite. Well, you're about to hear all about it from me. It's a single source gemstone from, you guessed it, Turkey. Here's the thing. You may have heard it by some other names. Something to do with Zoltans, something to do with Tsars, perhaps. Well, here's the deal. When you call the gemstone that, you have to pay fees, because that's a whole weird trademark thing. Kind of like how, it's not quite like how, champagne can only come from the Champagne region, because this does come from the same region. This would be like if somebody went through the Champagne region of France and said that, if you pay me $20, you can call it this, but the grapes in the next field over, well, we're still going to put them and make them all sparkling and make a sparkling thing. Either way, we're giving you a generic name, but this comes out of the same mine. I'm trying to specify that in particular because, here, we got some camera adjustments. Yeah. I'm vertical on some of the platforms, I'm a square on some of the platforms, I'm a rhombus on some of the other ones. Like, we're still figuring it out. But while we're still figuring it out, the one thing that we can do, the one thing that we do control, the one thing that we're pretty darn good at is dropping the prices. So either way, I'll keep telling you the story of Tanzanite, Turkizite. Hey, why did I slip that up right there? Because they're both single source gemstones. They're both relatively new to the market. Turkizite a little newer, but they didn't have the power and the backing of Tiffany & Co. to market them since the 60s. So the thing that I first said about Turkizite when I first presented it on a live stream was that it's almost like you're getting in on an IPO, the initial public offering of a gemstone that a lot of people haven't heard of yet. Because just like Tanzanite, it's not going to be around forever. It only comes from one place. And once people do understand what we're talking about here, and what it is and what it means and what it can do, more on that in a bit, they're going to go wild for it. So you have an opportunity to get in before this thing really blows up. And now we get to learn how to play the game here. It's not really a game, but it's so easy it might as well be one. Again, we're talking about 65 carats of Turkizite. We had this initially priced at our everyday low Shop LC price at just $69.99. But then, for some reason, unbeknownst to me, I don't make the rules here. I just break them. We put this on clearance at $59.49. $59.49. But hey, this big red thing that's been behind me that my big bald head's been blocking half the time here, and I'm just going to keep doing that to make it more annoying for you. Well, that's the 25% off your live stream order. So that means everything that you decide to purchase from me, Casey Ford, during the Shop LC live stream, use the discount code at checkout, LIVE25. LIVE25. Do not forget that, because that's going to give you an additional 25% off. So not only did we already put this bracelet on the clearance price of $59.49, we're taking it even lower after you use that discount code, and that means that you're only going to be paying $44.61 for 65 carats of Turkizite. And we also have this little thing called budget pay. Budget pay, Nice, free, simple, easy. Go to our website. It's just a little box that you check at checkout. There's no credit check. There's no interest. There's no fees. It means that we will let you split this into 4 equal monthly payments of just $11.15. So for just $11.15 per month, you can own this bracelet. We will ship it to you immediately. It's not layaway. We're not going to wait until you pay it off and then it goes your way. You get the bracelet. It's that simple. Oh, we got some great reviews on this one. Sharon G wrote in. She gave this 5 stars and said, nice sized chips. And she's not talking about potato chips. I just had some before I came over here. And we had a little table of lunch for people. After I was giving the tours to our customers, I was like, let me scarf down half a sandwich and a handful of chips and chug it down with some water and get to my live stream. But yeah, but she's right. Look at the size of these. Well, I mean, look. A little bit bigger. They're not as big. I couldn't grab one in my fist. But these are substantial. These are significant chips. These have those little tiny tumble beads. And I love the organic way that they're just tumble polished, but they each have their own little organic shape and feel. You put them in the tumbler and let Mother Nature and physics do the rest. So thanks, Jared. Oh, she also said great glow and sparkle. Yeah, there really is a glow to this, and I'm not used to seeing that in something like Turkizite. We had some other reviews. That's awesome. That's great. And I would love for you to write in with your review when you get your bracelet home and when you appreciate it. But here's the thing. And I can't believe it's taking me this long to even say it. Ooh, is that Karen saying that she will take one?
Yes.
Well, Karen, you're in luck. Comment shop 1, or either way. I mean, I don't know if we can just get that link into the chat. But yeah, you know the drill from there. We will get that link to you. You can do your thing, and you can have your Turkizite bracelet. And again, I love that it's extendable. I love that it's 7 1/4 to 9 1/4 inches. So look, I couldn't even tell you what the the circumference of my wrist is. Well, I guess I could figure it out between my little bangle thing I shouldn't be wearing. I'm gonna put that up to the side because my bangle's not for sale. Actually, here. I mean, it's certainly going to fit around my wrist. I know it's. Well, heck, at 9 1/4, this would probably make a really awesome anklet too. And I'm not usually one to push it up to like anklet type stuff. I still have that little scar from the mosquito bite I got forever ago. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, Karen. Anybody, please comment. It makes it so much fun for me when I know that you're out there. So I'm not just talking in my little studio to me and Elias in the background here. So just awesome to have that interaction with people. So let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're up to. But this one is Comment Shop 1. And again, $62 cents. $44.62 after you remember to put in that live 25 discount code. Do not forget to do that. But again, I always start off a little bit slow because I want you to understand the gemstone. I want you to understand who we are and what we do here at Shop LC. But I want to get to all this beautiful jewelry behind me. So I know you're busy trying to put Karen up in the background there, Elias. But what's up next?
We are going to jump into next a certified piece.
A certified.
Yes. Here we go.
You're going to be a little bit more specific than that because we've got so many certified pieces in this show. Is it a single halo? The single halo, not the double halo pair?
Yes.
The single halo pair. I'm lucky I caught that because I got another gorgeous pair with some yellow diamonds around it up there that we'll get to in a bit. Okay, now we're moving into the cast jewelry. Now we're moving into the actual cut, faceted, polished pieces of art that we have here at Shop LC. I want to start off with something nice and affordable and cool that anybody can get in on, but now we're going to get into some luxury, and a lot of my pieces are going to be in that same vein. And here's the thing I've been trying to say about Turkizite, but I've been trying to keep the show on the road as well, is that Turkizite is a natural color change gemstone. It's a natural color change gemstone. So you can see behind me here in my trusty TV, in one certain light, it must be whatever the light is with my big old panel lights above me, you get this kind of lemony, brownish, autumny color, but you can also get these pink colors that come out of it. And depending on your light source, you get all kinds of different cool colors. It is a pleochroic gemstone, meaning it does give you different colors depending on the angle that you look at it from. But beyond that, you're also getting different colors based on what light source you are looking at under. Excuse me. I think I'm out of my word count for the day giving my customer tours throughout the building, so bear with me. Yes. And this is part of our Luxoro collection. Our Luxoro collection Features are 10 karat and 14 karat yellow gold pieces. This is 14 karat yellow gold. This is a 4.65 gram ring. This also has your accent diamonds in it. But the star of the show, we have every size in this. I'm just going to say, in the half sizes as well, 5 through all the way practically. 5 through 11 in half sizes included. So we got plenty to go around. You don't got to worry. If you got a finger, we've got your size. But wow, let's get to some of these details. Oh, I got these details. Well, I got them right here because you know what this is. When Elias behind the scenes said it, we have a certified one. I'm looking at all the cards I have out here. I'm like, okay, we got to be a little bit more specific than the certified one because a lot of my Turkizites in the show, they're going to be your Turkizites. They are all certified by the accredited Gemological Institute, and they get their jewelry ID report. And guess what? I'm not going to keep this. This goes with the ring. You're going to get it home with you as well. So you don't need to take my word for it. You can take the word of the AGI. And this is basically its nice little report card. Ooh, here we go. Here's that color change. So yeah, this one, and there's a little bit of variance between each one, but you get from these kind of pinkish to these kind of soft lime colors. It's not like quite too vibrant lime, but he's still like on that part of the green spectrum. Oh, here we go with the ring. I mean, I know it's not the ring that I have on my finger right now, but still just it being in a little more natural lighting. Let's take a look at how this one's going to shift. But you can see how it's shifting through those colors. Well, I made that promo. I made that promo back in the day because I made a kind of corny graphic. I'm genuinely not going to say. I'm not going to say what they are called at other companies, but again, it's their. If it's being called something that starts with the word Zoltan or starts with the word Tsar, you are paying them the money that they have to pay to the licensing thing that allows them to call it that. We don't like passing on costs like that to people. It's not necessary. We want to give you the lowest price possible. Anyways, I always get distracted, and especially when I've got a beautiful gemstone flashing around in the TV behind me, and then I turn around and get distracted. Anyways, back to your certification. Your pear cut, your fancy pear cut Turkizite at the center is a 12 by 8 millimeter, 3.63 karat, AAA color quality, eye clean clarity, excellent cut Turkizite. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's always a little tricky for me to find that little perfect focus point on this phone camera that I got in front of me. And then it's a little tiny, but you got the big still there behind. But what's cool about this is you get to see it move. You get to see, and we're not in the most flattering light for gemstones. I just got these big panel lights above me. But look, you can still see all that flash, all that sparkle, all those little pops of color. Then you're going to take it out into the sunlight, and you're probably going to get closer to that pinkish color up above there. Then you also have over a half carat of diamonds in that halo surrounding your pear cut. That halo. Then, are those? When we get back to the details, I know we're all over the place. Okay, we have 2 square cut diamonds on either shoulder. Then we have more round cut diamonds going down the split shank shoulders of your 14 karat yellow gold beautiful Luxoro ring from Shop LC. This one is Shop 2. So this is the one where if you comment Shop 2, we'll send you the link. Not an obligation to buy, just a way for you to get to where you need to on the internet to make your purchase and do your thing. 57 diamonds. 59 diamonds, because there's 57 of those round cuts. Then you got 2 more for 59 with those square cuts on the shoulders. In that buttery yellow, 14 karat yellow gold. Another piece where, let's get to that price. Another one where I don't know why they did it. I don't make the rules, I just break them. We had this for $3,199.99. And then we let somebody loose in the back, and they decided to put it on clearance for $2,719.99. Pretty good deal. And, we started with a clearance one. I usually try to make a big deal about this, but we're still letting you use that live 25 discount code on pieces that we've already put on clearance. So once we apply your Live 25 discount code on your clearance price, your final price for a luxurious AGI certified Turkizite ring is $2,039.99. And hey, that budget pay thing I talked about, well, we'll let you split it into 5 budget payments for this one. 5 budget payments, meaning that you would only pay $408 per month for 5 months. Again, there's no credit check, there's no interest, there's no fees. It's just you split it up, we ship you the ring, you make your payments, and it's all done from there. It'll be yours. And again, we have all the sizes in this one. So if you have a finger, we've got the size in stock for you. Unless you're like Andre the Giant or something, and then you might need a little bit of help. But look at that sparkle. Look at that. Oh, I didn't even get to the most important part of the certification card. I didn't even. How could I be so? Oh, it's already been a day. Already been a day. How's your day going? I want to know. Write in. Give me some comments. I want to know what's going on out there. The one thing I didn't tell you on the report is this number right at the bottom. Your estimated retail replacement value. And is that in focus? Can you read that? Well, I'll read it to you. That says $8,000. That's why you get the card. You might want to take this for your own purposes, for your own insurance purposes, for whatever. But we have a number on your card that says this is worth an estimated retail replacement value of $8,000. Yet you're going to take it home for just $2,039.99. Fabulous. Let's, as we move on, I will start to tell you how do we do this? I mean, what the heck? Did these fall off the back of a truck? They did not fall off the back of the truck. The truck backed up to our company of its own volition. Here's how we do it. We are an incredibly vertically integrated company. We are part of a parent company that has a very large jewelry manufacturing facility in the jewelry manufacturing capital of the world, Jaipur, India. That's where we're based out of. So we go directly to the mine. I know we have footage of it, but at least he's like my little behind-the-scenes octopus. He's making everything happen. If we find it, we find it. If we don't, we don't. But we send people directly to the mines. They pick their parcels. Then they ship it right to our manufacturing facility where they make the jewelry. They design the jewelry. They have their storehouse where they keep all the different gems so that they know that they've got all the diamonds that they need to do that halo and the split shank shoulders and the square cuts on the shoulders. Then from there, when they finish making the ring, they don't send it to an intermediary. They don't send it to a brick and mortar store. They send it to me. Well, not me. They send it to Shop LC. Our whole inventory is in a warehouse. Right to my left. It's right across the parking lot. I'm actually parked closer to it than I am to this building. But from there, we ship it directly out to you. That's what we do. We cut out all the middlemen. We don't engage with weird nonsense like paying licensing fees to call a gemstone something that it's Turkish diaspora. That's the more technical thing. It's a diaspora. It's from Turkey, and it's a color change Turkish diaspora. I mean, that's what it is. And if you go to one of those other websites that does try to sell it, calling it something else, but then you kind of look at the actual details of what it is, you're going to understand that it's the same thing. It's just they slapped a different name on the box. It's not even quite. I don't even want to get into the like generic-y part of it because look, I can tell the different taste between the like. I'm not like a big cereal guy, but like the generic Cheerios never taste like Cheerios. It's not the case with Turkizite. Turkizite is Turkizite. And we've got one of our bracelets coming up as Shop 3, our third item in the show. I think we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 more after this one. And so, yes, we will be moving along. We will be picking up that pace, and we want to make sure that we get every beautiful Turkizite presented to you so that you can make your informed decision about which one you want to take home for yourself and enjoy. And this has one of my favorite fancy cuts. I got a lot of favorite fancy cuts. Well, I've been around a lot of them, so so sue me if I have a few favorites. This one is, well, here, once again, you don't need to take my word for it because you're getting a card with this one too. You're getting a card with this one too. It's a 9x9 millimeter trillion cut, 2.83 carat AAA, eye clean, excellent cut, Turkizite color change turquoisite at the center. Trilliant cut is that triangle-y cut, but it's not really a triangle because it has those rounded edges, so it kind of balloons out. Gives you more carat weight for your buck than if it was just cut with 3 straight edges. It's a much more fun cut. It's almost like a shield when oriented that particular way, or like a pyramid if you go the other way. I tend to let it balance on its point, though, but it's up to you. It is up to you. But yes, it's a 2.83 carat triple A at the center. This is also part of our Luxoro collection, but this one is set in 10 karat yellow gold. We're calling it a 7-inch bangle, but of course, it being a rigid bangle, it's it's a matter of how the curve goes. There's a 30-day return policy, so take it home anyway. If it doesn't fit your wrist, just send it back. We got you. This is fine. Or call our personal shoppers at 888-835-2237. We have a whole team behind the scenes. Those are some pretty treated blue diamond earrings. But yeah, we have our personal shoppers behind the scenes. So if you need help with anything, if you're just not totally into your turquoisite, but man, I got a hankering for rubies or I got a hankering for Moroccan amethyst, give them a call. They will hook you up. They will take care of you. Okay, here we go. Resin Elias a little bit there where we have some other earrings for a bit. But look, so nice, so simple. And then you have your diamonds as well. A nice simple halo of diamonds surrounding your trilliant cut turquoisite at the center. 10 karat yellow gold. I love that for a bangle. Rings, I don't think people are quite as tough on, but your bangles, the wrist, just the way that you kind of move around and stuff like that. 10 karat being a little bit more durable. It's not going to bend as easily. A little less pure gold content, but you gain durability in the equation. Look, you can get 24 karat gold isn't necessarily suitable for jewelry because I could take 24 and just anybody could bend it. I could hand it to my friend's toddler and they could just put it in and just teeth it to weigh to nothing. So we make gold with different alloys in jewelry to make them a little more durable, a little bit more suitable for everyday wear. And 10 karat gold is very suitable for everyday wear, especially for something like a bangle. Let me demonstrate how this one works too. You get your little toggle insert, pop that in, then you have your double safety hinges, click and clack, and then they snap right into place. These ones actually really snap into place, so it's not going anywhere. You don't have to worry about this one falling off. My nails are a little funny today, so I was having a bit of a struggle getting one of those ones out of there, but there it goes. Pop and pop. You press down on this little textured hinge, then you can pull it right out. Easy peasy. Good to go. I'm going to put it back in there though and just show it off. It's a beautiful bangle. It's a beautiful trilliant cut. You don't see many designs like this. You just don't see too many turquoisites at all, period. And again, just pointing out that color change that I can't really do too much of here in the studio because I only have a single source of lighting above me. But you get this one almost seems to go from like a morganite color with a hint of orange all the way to like a kunzite color. And you're going to get a little bit of variance to it no matter what, but some color change gemstones, it's almost so extreme that it's like, man, make up your mind. Like, are you red? Are you green? Those are like totally opposite ends of the spectrum. What's going on here? What I like about turquoisite is that it kind of stays in an almost autumnal variety of shades. They're very earthy, very beautiful. And look here, you're seeing the one in my hands, which is just behaving a little bit more green. But look, it can do that. And it can do that as well. So you just get more bang for your buck. And it's going to be a thing where people, you might see somebody, you might be out walking outside in the sunlight and they look at your bangle and go, oh, wow, that's beautiful. Then you go inside and say I'm just trying to create two extremes of quality of light here, but then you go in for a candlelit dinner and they're going to, did you change your bangle? It's the same design, but the gemstone changed color. No, it's a turquoisite. It's a natural color change gemstone. But here we go. Let's get to that price. But I'm not going to forsake it this time. Well, okay. I do need to get to the fact that you have 27 points of diamonds. So over a quarter carat of diamonds on this. The Shop 3 presentation. Comment Shop 3. And I think I saw on one of my monitors over here, there's no spaces when you comment Shop 3.
Correct.
I don't even think I realized that, but now I'm going to make sure, I'm going to learn and move forward, point out to people, shop 3, no spaces, just SHOP 3.
Now we are offering a 2-year protection plan as well.
Oh, we also have a 2-year protection plan that you can add on to this one.
We're calling it Secure Shield.
It's called Secure Shield. You can. It's another box you can check, just like you would check for budget pay and things like that. So we also have Secure Shield, which means that we will protect your piece of jewelry. I mean, look, if there's a defect, if there's an issue, you can always return it. But if something happens to your bangle within, I know it's like a limit. It's a 2-year protection plan.
Correct.
Yes. So if anything happens to it, if one of those diamonds falls off, if something happens to one of your safety hinges on this, if anything occurs to it that wasn't already ascertained in the initial shipment of the piece, with that nominal fee, and you add on that shield protection, then you'll be taken care of. Just another way that you can rest assured, another thing that we're offering you, so that you're going to be happy with your purchase. And we offer that too, because we're very confident that that's not going to be the case. These are expertly crafted by our artisans in the jewelry factory in Jaipur, India. But okay, let's get to the price on this one, shall we? But before I do, I'm going to point out what I pointed out last on the previous presentation, but I should have started with, which is on this AGI card that you will receive. Right by my thumb there, you can see your estimated retail replacement value, which says $9,500. You're not going to pay anywhere near that. Who are those people watching, Elias?
Yes.
We got Living Fully After. We got Jay Dakshay Agrawal. We have CC Gutierrez and M. Kellen TN, maybe from Tennessee. And we got Squeaky watching the show. Love to have you out there. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you're up to. It's so fun to have everybody out there watching on this beautiful May day. I barely even looked outside. I couldn't even tell you. I've been so busy giving studio tours and trying to hang out with some of our cool customers. So anyways, $9,500 estimated retail replacement value. Everyday low price at Shop LC was $3,319.99. I don't know what's going on. I think we really want to get the Turkizites out of the building for one reason or another, because we put this one on clearance as well for just $2,821.99. But again, you know the deal, you know the drill. You're going to take advantage of the Live 25 discount code. And when you do, that's going to take your price all the way down to $2,116.49. I know that's a really random seeming string of numbers, but $2,116.49. Here, you know what happens? We start with a pretty reasonable, the numbers seem to make sense price. Then we put it at a random clearance price. Then we take that random clearance price and take 25% off of that. And then we end up with random low prices like $2,116.49. Or with that budget payment that I described, that would take it down to $423.30. Just $423.30 for this Turkizite bangle. I haven't spoken enough about the design on this one, and I can't linger any longer on this, or not much longer at least. But I love how it splits off, how you have this almost like tip of a sword pattern, where it's like these two sword tips kind of come and enter and hold your amazing Turkizite in place. Your 2.83 carat 9 by 9 millimeter Turkizite. Okay, where are we headed? Where are we going?
We're going to jump into the next hour.
What's our shop floor going to be?
Let's do this piece.
We got options. We got choices. We got earrings. We have another bracelet. Only one more bracelet, but a bracelet nonetheless. We have haircut necklace, haircut ring. We have a men's ring that I remember from my men's show a few weeks back, that has almost like truss work in it, in such an intricately designed setting that it's in. I love that one. We also have a round cut. Oh, nice.
Round.
Round cut with 3 rows of diamonds on either shoulder. Being extra sure, because I want to make sure I'm not showing you the wrong piece, and I am not. I love round cut, but round cut. Here's the thing about round cut gemstones: it's a wasteful cut. The only gemstone where round is a very common cut is the diamond. For every other gemstone, just the way that crystals form, you get more carat weight when you decide to cut it as an oval. When you make the decision to cut something as a circle, as a round cut, you're making the decision to not maximize size, but to emphasize your design. You do it with intentionality. You do it because it's what you want in your ring. So it's not done lightly, I'll tell you that much. When you see round cuts, I mean, it seems like, oh, come on, what's the big deal? It really is a big deal. Did this one come with? It did. We are on a certification roll with the last 3 presentations. This one is, of course, Shop 4. No spaces. Comment Shop 4 if you want the link. The reason I keep saying there's no obligation to buy when you comment Shop 4 is that here's the thing. When you comment Shop 4 and you get the link, when you click on that, you just get the same link to the details that I'm looking at off of the side here. When I do that, I'm reading the details off of what our website says. So you can look at those details. If I'm talking too fast, if you want to get a better look at this still image, then you know what a camera phone pointing at a monitor behind me, you can get that better look from the website. So even if you're just interested, or even if you just want to see what other Turkizites we have in stock, just go ahead and comment Shop 4, and then you can see it from there. And it's that simple. It's that easy. Plenty of diamonds in this one. This is also part of our Luxoro line, but now we're still in that 10 karat yellow gold territory. This is a round cut, 8mm, 2.48 karat, AAA color, eye clean, excellent cut. I mean, I'm trying not to gloss over the fact that these are eye clean, which is very good clarity. There is a internally flawless. There's other clarity gradings, but here's the thing: if you have any higher of a clarity grading on a piece of jewelry, the only way that you're going to know, the only way that you're going to be able to tell, is if you've got one of these. If you've got a jeweler's loop. If this. Okay, see, now that I've magnified it, which one of my loops is this? 10 times. Under practically a handheld microscope, that's what a loop practically is. I can see a little bit of I can barely see any inclusions like this, to be honest with you. But this isn't how people look at your jewelry. They look at your jewelry like this. So it's the right grade. That's what the clarity means in it. If it had poor clarity, then it gets cloudy. Then you're not seeing through it. Then it stops being as transparent and beautiful as it is. And here's what I really gloss over because it seems so de facto to me. The cut. Excellent. Where we put my, right where I'm pointing to. Cut. Excellent. It's kind of a foregone conclusion when you're talking about Shop LC, because like I said, we've got one of the best jewelry manufacturing facilities in the world. So of course, we've got the best cutters, the best polishers, the best craftspeople cutting the gemstones. So it's like, oh, yeah, excellent cut. Like that's what I expect. That's what it needs to be. If it's anything less than that, then it's not coming out of our parent company. So it's sort of a... It's like getting an A in one of those classes that's real easy to get the A, where it's like... Okay, come on. Like you're not getting taken out for ice cream because you got an A in PE. You know, like you showed up and you didn't whine. Like that's what your A is for. So it's kind of that way for me. Like I'm being a little rough and funny about it. And what do we got here? But yeah, see, like here's the whole CAD process where they're designing the pieces. They put the gemstone in. Then they have to make the cast mold out of the wax. They use that wax replacement thing. But look at all the detail even there. Then they put all those little molds, but you even saw how they had to like carve away to make it just right. Then they skipped the part where it turns from the wax into the metal, but then once you have the metal setting, you have to individually hand set each one of the gemstones and every single one of the diamonds. This isn't the design I have on my finger, but it's an amazing demonstration. Thank you, Elias, for just all the steps, all the processes that go into making your ring. That's who we are. That's what we do. That's how we give you the low prices. Because it comes off of that jeweler's bench, it goes on the shipping container to get to us. And look, hey, all this stuff I've got, it's already here. It's not going to be hit with those tariffs quite yet. And it all comes from India. And look, they don't have the same as of now. And I'm no politician. The numbers being applied to India aren't the same as the numbers being applied to certain other countries. So I'm not too scared. Is my point. Okay, either way. Let's get to that estimated retail replacement value, $5,600. $5,600. Our Everyday low price. The highest we have it at is nowhere near that. It's already less than half of that at $2,139.99. Again, we put this, I think our entire Turkizite stock must be on clearance because this is 4 in a row that have been on clearance. $1,711.99. Or, this is the right one to my side, right, before I get too carried away? Okay, just making sure because it looks low. It looks low. After your Live 25 discount code, it's going to go all the way down to $1,283.99. I trusted you, Elias. I didn't trust me. Or 5 budget pays of just $256.80. $256.80 per month for 5 months to take home this beautiful 10-karat yellow gold luxurious Turkizite ring. Single source from Turkey. I was hanging out with one of the first friends I ever made in Austin. The first friend I made when I moved back to Austin, Texas back in 2008. She is from Turkey. And I told her I was doing Turkey. I was going to be presenting Turkizite today. And she was like, what? And actually, I had that same conversation, which is why I wanted to specify at the top that other places call this different things. She was like, wait, do you mean Zolta? I went, well, I mean, I let her say it because we weren't broadcasting. But I'm like, yeah, it's that gemstone, but we don't call it that. We do not call it that. Beautiful, beautiful piece. But we are moving on to some Turkizite and white zircon earrings. Again, I'm being real cautious here because I got so many Turkizites and they all need a home. They all need a home. Here we are. I do my best not to foster fail, but I do kind of think of these all as puppies and kittens at the shelter where they don't like being in their little boxes in the warehouse. They want to go home to you. They're not happy here in their little vault locations in the warehouse, in their little cages. They want a home. They want to be in your ears. They want to be in your ears. Because that's what they were meant to do. That's what they were meant to be. Jewelry was made to be enjoyed. It was made to be worn. It was made to make you feel beautiful. But look, it's not the jewelry that makes you look beautiful. It's you who makes the jewelry look beautiful. Just the best way. I got them kind of between my fingers there. These are quite the fancy cut. Look at these. These are 1.5 carats total gem weight, but these are... Okay, are we just making up words now? I mean, we're not. These are octillion cut. These are octillion cut earrings. I think the main specification there is that octagon cut. Actually, here, I got some earrings coming up later. These are octagon cut. Even though they look like rectangles, you have your facets, your little small facets at each corner, which is where the prongs hold it into place. So, but it's still 8-sided. So even though it kind of looks rectangular, this is an octagon cut. An octillion cut is the thing that goes into your brain when you hear the word octagon. An equally 8-sided cut. Almost gives you like an umbrella effect as you see the different step facets going down through it. Wow. These are 925 sterling silver with an 18-karat yellow gold vermeil over. That just means that, yes, it's silver, so we're going to pass those savings on to you. But there's a flash of yellow gold on top of it to give you that buttery yellow, luxurious look and bring it to you at an affordable price. But when I showed it to you between my fingers like that, well, I mean, spoiler alert, you've been able to see it in the TV behind me, but look at how cool this is. Is it really the gallery view of an earring when I hold it up like this? You have... Okay, it's never going to hit the focus there. But you have a ring of white zircons surrounding the base of your earring. So even, I mean, I'm trying to think, like, that's going to be kind of tricky to even see. It's almost like a little secret between you and your ear that you have those white zircons. 20 of them, to be precise, 10 per ear. Your Turkizites add up to 1 1/4 carats, and then the additional 1/4 carat comes from those white zircons around your post. They come with these acrylic disc backs, just pressure set. Here's the thing. I mean, you might be used to standard butterfly backs. Those are the first earring backs that I ever saw. But here's the deal with these acrylic disc backs. You can pop the plastic, the acrylic, off of the metal post there, but the advantage that this gives you, and watch as I put these back on their earring stand. I put the prong through, I put the back, I try to put the back on and fumble because I'm trying to talk at the same time. And then I'm going to bend this all the way so it's down. I haven't put the back on all the way, but you see how it droops? That's what happens if you don't have much of a contact point. There's not much surface area to the earring back of your earring. It just means it's going to droop down a little bit. But then, look, when I push the acrylic disc all the way up against it, you've got that much more surface area. That's what's going to be pressing against the back of your ear. So it keeps it nice and facing forward and alert. Because let's face it, most earrings, the fronts are going to be a lot heavier than the backs because you got a big old gemstone on them. So the natural tendency is going to be to droop down and to kind of be looking at everybody's shoes while you're trying to have a conversation with them. Well, when you have the acrylic disc back and you put them in tight, because you have that much more surface area doing the work, it's a lot more comfortable as well. So you don't feel that one point of contact just pinching your ear. It's the nice, gentle, almost soothing point of contact. But again, total gem weight, 1.5 carats, beautiful design, amazingly fancy cut with your octillions. And wow, look at that amazing low shop LC price. Every other day of the week, these would be $169.99. I think these are newer than some of the other pieces because we didn't get around to putting them on clearance yet. And maybe we never will because we're going to let you use that live 25 discount code on this, our Shop 5. No spaces, comment SHOP5, no spaces. If you are interested in this one, and we will send you the link to browse these and take a look at them. But yes, everyday low price of, oh no, the one day I don't have my emotional support calculator. Here it is. Here it is. I'm good now. I don't even quite remember where that came from, and I haven't even been doing it this long enough, but I got my emotional support calculator in case I run into trouble out here. Okay. After your Live 25 discount code, it goes from $169.99 all the way down to $127.49, and we'll even let you split that into your 5 equal, easy budget payments of just $25.50 per month for 5 months, and you get earrings. Beautiful, dazzling earrings that are going to change color depending on the light source, depending on the angle of that light, depending on the quality of that light, and again, people are going to comment. People are going to want to know, what the heck is that? I would hazard to say that most people haven't heard of Turkizite yet, but believe you me, once they do, nobody's going to be selling Turkizite of any shape, of any size, let alone a fancy octillion cut and a 1.25 carats total gem weight of just the Turkizites at that for anywhere near that price. As I said, near the top, you're kind of getting in on the IPO of Turkizite, the initial public offering, when the first time the stock goes live, and people say, "Yeah, I'll take that Apple stock for $13," and then 10 years later it's $2,000, and making up numbers. Don't listen to me. Don't hold me accountable for it. Hey, Prati, looks like they commented Shop 3, so they were interested in one of our beautiful certified pieces. That's great to see. Again, it's no obligation, but I'm glad you entered that. I'm glad we were able to send you the link. I'm glad that you're able to take a look at it, browse, and I hope you liked what you see.
We are going to do certified and praise combo. Pendant and chain.
Pendant and chain. Oh boy. I don't think I've got the card for this one out here. If it had a card.
I believe the pendant has a card.
Did I grab the wrong pendant? I did not. This is the last of our pair cuts.
I believe we have the ring right next to the pendant.
There's the ring. Also had no card with it.
Okay.
Either way, if you find it, we find it. If not, well, guess what? You get one. I'm getting a little tired of reading. I mean, if I read every single appraisal card that I do have out here, top to bottom. I'm never going to show every piece in my 2-hour show because we're already at 54 minutes past my first hour.
I don't have it.
It's fine. It's cool. It's what it is. It's a beautiful piece, and I am way behind schedule. So we got to pick up that pace and get there. Luxoro, once again, AAA Turkizite. We have natural yellow and natural white diamonds, 2.75 carats total gem weight, double halo pendant necklace in 10 karat yellow gold. It's a 20-inch chain with a jump ring clasp. Ta-da! I did that pretty darn smooth. I'm not always the smoothest out here when it comes to operating these things. But if I can get that on and off that easily, then I bet you can too. If you can't, call a personal shopper. They have things like magnetic clasp extenders so that you don't have to worry about things like that. It's that simple. It's not easy. We also have a circle option. Is that what's going on? No, my bad. We have a circle option on the website, but if you want to see that, well, you're going to have to comment shop 6, no space.
Correct.
And then from there, you can look at the circle option that's also available on the website. But I have the pear cut. I have the fancy pear cut. And again, you've got your 10 karat yellow gold. You've got your beautiful pear cut Turkizite. Waiting on some of the more specific details for this one. It's a 2.3 karat 10 by 7 millimeter. So that's a whole centimeter from top to bottom, and then 7 millimeters from east to west at your widest point of your pear. You have your 2 prongs at the bottom, then your chevron prong, keeping the tip of your pear cut, fancy cut gemstone at the top. Then you have your first halo of natural yellow diamonds. Natural. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy to come by. Some treated yellow diamonds, but these are natural yellow diamonds. And then we surrounded that first halo with a second halo of white diamonds. And then on the bail here, you have a center row of yellow diamonds, and to the left and right, you have your white diamonds. And here's the thing too, I love this color blocking mechanism that we've been doing in our designs recently, where all the yellow diamonds are set in yellow prongs. 10 karat yellow gold prongs. All of your white diamonds are set in white gold and white gold prongs. So we did that color blocking thing where all the colors are held by colored metal and all the white gemstones are held by white metal. I just love how that's the attention to detail that we're famous for. That's why I was kind of on that funny little, it wasn't that funny, that weird little rant about our manufacturing facilities and how, like on these certification cards, the cut always says excellent because that's the job. You better cut some excellent gemstones if you're working at the factory in Jaipur. It's just what it is. That's how we roll. So we got to the details, and like I said, we're picking up that pace. So here's the deal. We have an everyday low price of $1,739.99, but not today. After your Live 25 discount code, that takes it all the way down to $1,304.99. Or if you're taking advantage of those budget payments, 5 equal, easy, interest-free payments of just $261 a month for 5 months. And this fancy pear cut Luxoro 2.75 carat Turkizite and diamond necklace with chain is yours. Showing you the back. I'm not just messing up and showing it backwards. I want to show you how we've even finished the back of your pendant so it doesn't snag. It's nice and comfortable against your neckline when you wear it. And actually, check that out. If you can see it, we've crafted an L in the center of, and it's not really the undergallery, but that's what it would be called on the same part of a ring. You get that L there for Luxoro. That's the Luxoro logo. Just to show you how serious we are about our internal brands. Our internal brands, so come to speak of it, are Luxoro, Ileana, Rhapsody, and then we have our Chairman's Vault collection, which is actually the subset of the Rhapsody collection. So, we know our stuff, we know our quality, we know what to put into where, and we know when we want to put it in the 18K, when we want to put it in the platinum, but I'm mostly going to be showing you a lot of 10 karat gold and 14 karat gold pieces today.
This will be our shop 6, and we have 6 available.
Only 6 available on this pendant, and I imagine after this pendant we're going to go to the matching ring?
Correct.
Okay, matching ring. I'm going to move fast in the ring because guess what? It's a lot of the same details. Here, let me show them. Let me put them right next to each other so that get some visual proof, get some visual evidence that these are. I don't know why I just got a went into Patrick Warburton voice, but I did. There you go. You got your pendant, you got your ring. Same design. Same with your natural yellows and your natural white diamonds. Same with your pear cut. Same with, just making sure we got the same color. Yep, another 10 by 7, just as I suspected. They're calling this one a kiwi green. I guess I agree with that, but again, Turkizite's a color change gemstone, but just the sort of under these LED panels above me, it comes out to that kind of kiwi green. But look, it would usually be pretty bad when I'm holding up the gemstone and then you look at it behind me in the TV and you're seeing a different color. But for a color change trichroic gemstone like Turkizite, it's perfectly fine. It can look like this, it can look like this, and it can look like that. And that's what makes it so cool. It's going to change its personality depending on the light that hits it. And that's pretty darn awesome, if you ask me. I hope you enjoy it too. But again, you have 54 round cut diamonds. And that's got to be just one of the colors, I imagine.
Let me see. Yes.
54 that's got to be the white diamonds, and then 42 of the yellow diamonds, of your natural yellow diamonds in your Luxoro 10 karat yellow gold ring. And look, we're going to be in some pretty similar territory here. But now we've got the ring. Everyday low price Shop LC on this Shop 7, SHOP7, no spaces. Comment that if you want the link to our website. Everyday low price, $2,139.99, or after the Live 25 discount code that you need to remember to enter at checkout. That's going to take your price all the way down to, where did it go? $1,604.99. Sorry, he was showing me down there for a second there, and I got distracted. Or just $321 per month over the course of, we got people coming through. Or just $321 a month for 5 months on your equal, easy, interest-free budget payments. That's your Shop 7 fancy pear cut Turkizite ring. Hello, Heather.
I've got some gem festers. We just swung by.
Oh, gem festers. I was just giving the tours earlier, but now I got to do the live stream. We got some guests here in the audience.
Yeah.
Here, take a look at the Turkizites.
Oh, what have you got? Okay.
I got Turkizites.
You don't have to ask me twice to come look at some beautiful jewelry. Hello, everyone.
What's the next one?
Oh, that's
We're going to
beautiful.
do my favorite earring.
Is that yellow diamonds?
It's gonna
Really?
be unique.
Natural yellow diamonds and white diamonds. So you
Taking
have
off the
two
Madani
halos.
to try this one on. Here we go. Oh, look at that.
Now
Oh,
we
that's
have a
nice.
captive audience. Now that Heather's out here looking at all the Turkizites, they're probably never going to pick back up
Everyone's
again.
like, "Can we finish the tour?" And I'm just like, "Ooh."
Oh, hang on. We have the.
Oh, do you need some more modelling?
Yes, we do.
I'll take whatever I can
All right,
get,
just
Heather.
real
You know
quick.
how we roll here.
Just real quick, let me throw one of these on for you. And then my next question is to Stephanie. Are we going to Onka's office next, or are we avoiding the management corridor? What do you think?
Well,
What is he doing in there right now? That's like the big man's office over there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these are cute. What's the cut on these, Casey?
The cut. Octillion.
Ooh.
Octillion. We had into some other octillions earlier. I was trying to explain how it's kind of funny with like octagon cut, because octagon cut kind of looks like a rectangle, but you just have the corners cut off where the prongs go into place.
Okay.
But we're calling it octillion to give you that actual kind of natural octagon shape.
Octillion.
We should.
But yeah, they're octillion, but octillion's like what you traditionally think of when you think of an octagon. So your earrings are stop sign shaped.
Would
Not
anybody
the most luxurious way to put it, I know, but they're stop
Would
sign
anybody like
shaped.
to come and say hi to the people on Facebook and Instagram?
I want to see a yellow diamond.
You want to
You want
see
to
a
see? You want? Well, we just had we have all Turkizite, but we had some yellow diamonds and a halo on one of the rings.
Oh, Turkizite and yellow diamonds go good together.
You got a nice show today.
I got all kinds of Turkizites, and I have to keep being careful because it's the octillion earrings, and these are the second octillion ones in the
And then you have the ring as well.
ring. I have the pendant. I got this men's one with the black. It's almost like tennis work.
So you finish at 4, right?
I finish at 4, although I always end up getting carried away.
Okay, because at 4 p.m. Central, I've got the best handbag on the planet on
The
my
best
shows.
handbag on the planet.
Yeah, I have a little screenshot of it right here. This one. 4
The
p.m.
best handbag.
When Casey
In the
finishes,
world!
When Casey finishes here, come onto the main channel. I've got
I'll
this.
try to wrap up on time for once in my life.
Shazvi and I will have that one. design, and I'm so excited. It's so beautiful.
That's going to be great. Like I said, we've got our live 24/7 365 broadcast. I'm just the live stream. I get the leftovers from that. So that's why I have these low quantities on all these pieces. But hey,
I should get these guys.
and guess what? I've got the certification on these ones. I've got the certification card on these ones with that octillion cut, 7 millimeters, 3.35 carats, triple A color, eye clean clarity, excellent cut. We talked about that. I kind of poked a little bit of fun about that. But look, the most important number on your Accredited Gemological Institute card is that estimated retail replacement value. Thank you. We have to see all of our gem festers coming back on through. Estimated retail replacement value of $2,500, but we're not going to be anywhere near that on our website right now. Before your Live 25 discount code, it's already $939.99. That's it. But then after we apply your Live 25 discount code, that brings it all the way down to $705. $705, and you can split that into 5 equal, easy budget payments of just $141. Did she? Oh no, she left the earrings.
That was shop 8.
She left the earrings. I'm like, wait, stop that woman! Stop that woman! She took the earrings. No, well, I don't know my law stuff. Would that even be at that low price? Would that even be a misdemeanor?
I don't think it would.
Like I said, I'm a good boy. I'm never in any trouble. I don't know what the threshold is, but
Definitely a unisex piece, though. Gentlemen could definitely get in.
can we make that like a really boring Law and Order episode where somebody takes a piece of Shop LC jewelry and they're like, he should be locked up forever. That's worth $5,000. No, the sticker price was only $300. So actually, I'm not in nearly as much trouble as I would have been otherwise.
That's an interesting ad.
That's. My brain works funny, and I work with and manage a team that makes a lot of our goofy commercials behind the scenes. So, and then when you watch me on the live stream, you get a whole lot of the behind the scenes and how some of my inner workings go. Anyways, I need to get one of these off the stand. You got to see them on the incredible Heather Chambers' ears, but you still have to put up with them on the not as lovely Casey Ford's fingers. These ones do have the butterfly backs. Pop it right on. 2 different pressure points depending on how tight you want it to be. Beautiful gallery view here too. I know it's not technically the gallery view, but you know what I mean. And if you know what I mean, then I did my job. So there you go. Look at all those little posts of metal of 10 karat yellow gold holding up your octillion cut Turkizite. Oh, we got reviews. We got a lot of reviews on this one. Perfect S wrote in with a 5-star review. Perfect Studs. I think she put. I don't think her real name is Perfect S. I think that was an abbreviation of the title of her review, which was Perfect Studs. These Turkizite earrings are amazing. The cut and color is breathtaking. Thank you, Tony and Shop LC, for bringing us magical gemstones. Of course, these were part of Tony's show at one point. Then Victoria wrote in 5 stars. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the cut and size. Got the ring and pendant to match. Ooh. Spoiler alert. Well, maybe spoiler alert. We got him right. Therese also wrote in 5 stars. They are beautiful as well as... Oh, no, we already read Victoria. But yeah, I love it when we get the reviews. And again, I've been talking a lot about the quality. I've been talking a lot about the cut. I've been talking a lot about the clarity. And surprise, surprise, that's what the customers are writing in. So I love it when you don't have to take my word for it. Look, I work hard. I'm... an AGP accredited. Why can't I say it today? AJP accredited jewelry professional. Wow. Huh. Like I said before, I think I'm just out of words today. I hit my word count threshold, and now everything else is going to be just goo goo gaga baby talk. But it just means that I got to take the prices even that much lower because I'm not making any sense today. So if I don't make sense, you get the savings. Is that how it works here?
That's exactly.
I think that's exactly how it works. That's our true secret. I know I've been telling you a lot of the behind-the-scenes secrets, but the true secret is we don't always make a lot of sense, and when we don't, we just have to keep dropping the price. And we're going to do that on the matching pendant as well. The chain on this is only for display purposes.
No, it actually comes with the chain.
What? I saw the photo on the website that didn't show the chain, and I didn't want to... My bad. Elias is being generous today, and he's going to let you have the chain.
And it'll be a 10 karat chain.
The other reason I didn't believe it is this isn't the standard. This isn't the standard issue chain that we put on most of our pendants. This is a 10-karat yellow gold twisted rope chain. This is a 10-karat yellow gold twisted rope chain. I didn't think it was actually 10 carats. I thought we put this on like a base metal just in the background because
This is shop 9.
This is shop 9?
Yes.
This is shop 9, but where we're going to go with this one, you might as well just only get the chain. Lobster claw clasp. Lobster claw clasp. That's simple.
God, it's a yeehaw deal.
Elias is calling this a yeehaw deal. Look, I'm a little... I know I said I ran out of words, but that's not what's going on here. I'm genuinely just a little bit taken aback about this chain and about this design. It's the matching design to the earrings. It's that octillion cut. Oh, wait. Yeah, octillion.
Yes.
Okay, but as opposed to like the stop sign shape, it's got the point at the top and the bottom. Whereas, if it was stop sign shaped, you'd have the flats at the top and the bottom, but you got the points. I actually prefer it this way, quite frankly. And this one is surrounded by diamonds. It's an 8mm, 2.44 karat octillion cut at the center, surrounded by 24 round cut diamonds. The diamonds weigh 16 points. I think you all know about those, but I better get into it anyway. When I say 16 points of diamonds, points are kind of like carats, and points are like dollars and cents. 1 carat has 100 points in it. So when I say 16 points, I'm saying 16 hundredths of a carat. But again, I got that more of a kiwi lime green, as you can see on my finger here in the studio. Then it gets a little more warm and yellowy under the certain light that the first photo was taken. Then you get that kind of more pinky peachish color from that third image up in the corner there. This one is Shop 9. No spaces, comment Shop 9 if you're interested in Elias. We'll get you that link in your DMs immediately. Another one, Luxoro. Yes, I've got the card on this one again. Full cut, excellent cut, all the same information I've already given you. 8mm, 2.44 karat, AAA color. Eye clean, excellent cut. Like I said, I don't have enough time to read every single one of the cards I have out here, but the part of the card that I do need to point out is that estimated retail replacement value of $2,700. But we're going to be nowhere near that because we are starting at $1,329.99, and then after your buy 25 discount code. And this is why I was saying this is a good price just for the 18-inch chain. That gets you under $1,000. The buy 25 discount code gets you to $997.49, or 5 equal easy budget payments of $199.50. So under $1,000 for just a beautiful fancy cut color change turquoisite, and another well-reviewed item. Victoria got this one as well as the stud earrings and wrote in absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to have a review from Victoria on each one of the three because her previous review was I have the matching pendant and ring, and then this one says I have the matching ring and earrings. It was very nice to have a chain come with it. Smiley face emoji. Yeah, Victoria, I'm smiling just as big because I was just as equally pleasantly surprised by that gorgeous chain. Then Esta A wrote in, I absolutely love this piece of jewelry. It's exquisite and so beautiful. Thank you, Shop LC and Tony Denise. So I'm riding in the wake of Tony. Clearly, Tony Denise was presenting these in one of his late night shows all the way from Brazil. I don't know. I need to work on my Tony voice, but he's about an octave lower when he's talking. But he just always does. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the deal for. Well, now I got the deals at 25% off with my Live 25 discount code. So bear with me. Wow, and I think I know where we're going. I think I know exactly where we're going, and I think I know who's going to have a review written for this one as well. I believe Victoria might be back for the ring. The certified and appraised, of course. Hey, look, another card. Another card. This is another octillion. 8mm diameter, 2.43 carats, AAA, high clean, excellent cut, 17 points of diamonds in that halo surrounding your octillion cut. 10 karat yellow gold ring. We have sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 available in stock. This one is Shop 10, SHOP10. Type that, no spaces, if you want the link in your messages. It's not an obligation. It just gives you access to the same information that I'm looking at this monitor off to my side. And yes, 24 round cut diamonds in this one. It matches. Look, you get the drill. I'm going to show it next to that pendant that we just presented. Then I'm going to tell you your estimated retail replacement value. Then I'm going to tell you your price. And then we're going to keep the party going with my final 45 minutes to go. And my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces I need to get to. If you think I'm talking fast now, just you wait until I get down to my last 10 minutes. And I put the afterburners on and we get down to real business. It's a little scary sometimes. It gets a little scary some of the time. But your estimated retail replacement value on your beautiful Luxoro matching ring is $3,500. Nowhere near it. Absolutely nowhere near it. Everyday low Shop LC price, $1,439.99. Or after your Live 25 discount code, we're all the way down to $1,079.99. $1,079.99. A pretty good deal. And then you can split that into 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments of just $215.99. Let's call it $216, shall we? $216 a month for Turkizite, for the fancy single-source color change gemstone. 5-star review from Margot D. Very handsome ring. I have even found the flower inside the stone that Tony Denise mentioned when describing it on TV. Well, what the heck are you talking about? Now I got to look for the flower. I'm trying to move fast here, Margot. And you're telling me there's a secret flower in this ring? What's going on? And hang on, go back down to it, Alex. I bought the earrings as well, and they are a perfect size on the ear. And Victoria, I think Victoria ran out of steam. She said, "Why am I writing so many reviews? I already wrote one for the pendant. I already wrote one for the earrings. I'm not writing another one for the ring." And I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Victoria. But of course, when I say I bet that Victoria probably wrote in on the ring too. Of course she did. Set myself up for that one. Okay, the flower inside the ring. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, I see what she's referring to. It's just really the nature of this octillion cut. It's almost like a holometer effect, almost like a kaleidoscope effect to me. But if you're into your 8-petaled flowers, then I suppose you could totally see that flower effect as well. It's a little hard because for once we actually have this on that kind of angle, but because that octillion cut, I'm going to keep saying octagon just because of order. That kind of step cutting along it kind of gives you these different layers throughout. I wish I had you know what I might do? If I don't get too caught up in GemFest, what I might do is I might get my macro lens out. I might take a photo of one of these, no promises, and put it on my Facebook page. That's Casey Ford Facebook. So check that out if you're interested. I'm not great at posting on there, but I've been saying almost I remember I said as a New Year's resolution I want to get better, and then I haven't really done that yet. I'm just busy. And then I come out here and I do this and I get so excited, so I haven't been as good about posting the information. Look, that's why I talk so fast. That's why I love doing this. I like getting that information out to you. And I want to get better about sharing that information and sharing my stories and sharing the things that I get to see and do on a day-to-day basis on social media. That's just, there's only 24 hours in a day. Who made that up? What's going on with that? This one's Shop 10. As I said, final low price on your Shop 10 is $1,079.99. And that completes our octillion suite of earrings, pendant, necklace, and ring. Where to next? Ooh, the octagon pendant. Correct. Followed by the earrings, I think I can safely assume. And by the way, before you all give up on me, actually, for once, I'm actually doing the 2 o'clock live stream tomorrow on Friday, where I will have Moroccan Amethyst. That's why I name-dropped Moroccan Amethyst earlier. You usually don't get me twice a week. You might see me a little bit less. Things are getting very busy behind the scenes here at Shop LC. Maybe I'll talk more about that in a different capacity later on. But either way, while I'm still here and still doing this, I'm going to keep bringing you the deals. But I will have Moroccan Amethyst, which is famous for its red rutiles inside the gemstones. I'll have that for you 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock Central Time, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow. looking forward to it. We got some great stuff from behind the scenes. I didn't get to go to Morocco, but somebody did, and they saw some cool stuff. Luxoro AAA Turkizite and white diamonds. So we are still in the diamond territory with those 6 diamonds on the bale. It's a 9x7. Nope, we'll get there in a second. 9x7 millimeter octagon cut Turkizite at the center, then 6 square cut diamonds. Those diamonds total 10 points. It's the 9x7 octagon cut Turkizite, weighs 2.9 carats. Sorry, the word octagon's kind of been jambled in my brain because we have the actual octillion cuts, but now we have the octagon cut where I was trying to explain the whole. There actually are 8 sides because you put a cut there, 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 and there, and that's what the prongs are holding on to, those 4 other edges. But it gives you that rectangular look and feel. Just a big bold look. It fills that entire blocked space with beautiful color change Turkizite. 2.9 carats of it. Of course, between your 2.9 carats in your Turkizite and your 10 points in your diamonds, you've got a 3 carat total gem weight pendant right before you, and 10 karat yellow gold with your 20-inch chain. This is just it's 10 karat gold. It's a cable link chain, nice and simple and elegant and ready to go. Jump ring clasp right there, nice and simple. Or if you struggle with clasps, no shame in that. Go ahead and call our personal shoppers. They can hook you up with a magnetic clasp. They have them for very affordably. Put one end on one end, other end on the other end, and then you just put it behind your neck, and the rare earth magnets snap together, and they are pretty strong. They're not just going to be falling off your neck, but it's a nice, easy way to... Look, I would always struggle with getting something on behind my neck. It's easy for me to operate these out in the air in front of me, but it's a whole different ballgame when they're behind you. So... it is what it is, but look at this here. I can hold this a little bit better to show off what I want to show off. And if you wanted to upgrade the chain on this one, look at that. Look at that big, thick bale. You got all kinds of space to put any chain you want through that one. And I just love the design on the side of your pendant there. Look at all that design in your 10 karat yellow gold. Again, it's all designed. You saw earlier when they were kind of carving the wax molds. They then put through like a reverse. It's a whole process. I'm not going to get into all of it. I'm not the guy that makes the jewelry. I'm the guy who flaps his lips about the jewelry and talks about it and tries to tell you all the fun, cool stories about it. Yes, Art Deco pendant, we're calling it. And that too with this one. That same color blocking thing that has become a staple of our designs, where we've set those 6 diamonds in white metal, and then the rest is in yellow gold. That kind of ambery green shifting to your almost morganite-like pinks. Sometimes they're a little bit deeper, darker of a green, like right now as I hold it up. Not dark green, just darker green. A lot of the descriptions are calling these kiwi colored, and I don't disagree with that one bit. Anyways, everyday low price at Shop LC, $1,729.99. Just $1,729.99 for a big octagon cut pendant. This one is Shop 11, SHOP11. Type that if you want the link to this one. After your Live 25 discount code, that takes it all the way down to $1,297.49, or just $259.50 per month for 5 months on budget pay. Budget pay. Simple. Easy. Just a matter of when you're checking out, just like you need to remember to put that Live 25 discount code, just check the budget pay box and it'll be just fine. Now we're moving on to those matching earrings. I had falsely predicted that Victoria would have written a review about the ring, but I was correct that we would be going to the matching earrings next. I'm making some big, bold predictions out here in the Shop LC live stream studio today. Well, we got Gem Fest. They came through earlier. That was fun. They were all too shy to come out here. We were kind of like, oh, come on. And they were like, no. Trust me, I was like that for my first 15 years at the company. And I don't even know what snapped to me, but I just said, look, I've been everywhere. I've seen everything. I haven't been to the Turkizite mines, but I have been to a gold show in Turkey, in Istanbul. While we were out there, we did go to the Hagia Sophia. We did go to the Grand Bazaar. That was really cool. I'll tell you more about that, even though it's not like this comes from Istanbul. It does come from Turkey, though. The Anatolia mountain range, if I'm not mistaken. But sometimes I am, and I'm not afraid to admit it when I am. So you get that when you're dealing with me, Casey Ford. 2 octagon cut Turkizites, totaling 3.9 carats. Those are 8 by 6 millimeter calibration. That's a really classic calibration, 8 by 6. That's nice standards, but substantial. You're going to notice them. They're a very classic size. So 8 by 6, good to go. And especially when they're 3.9 carats, that's 1.45. No, 1 point. See, this is why I got my emotional support. I swear, I promise, I'm very good at math when I don't have a camera pointing at me. But I do, so I'm not. And that means that these are 1.95. Yeah, I knew that. I stumbled for some reason. See, even I get stage fright after rambling out here as much as I do on my little 2-hour shifts. So, no shame in that. 1.95 carats per ear. Total gem weight 3.9 carats. 10 karat yellow gold. Luxoro, radiant cut, radiant octagon cut, AAA Turkizites, 10 karat yellow gold, butterfly backs, comes right off that post, pops right back into that post. Beautifully done, classic studs, fancy shape. Everyday low price was already somehow under $1,000. Everyday low price was already at $799.99, but not today, not for you. You're using that Live 25 discount code at checkout, which will bring your price all the way down to $599.99, or just 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments of $119.99. Let's call it $120. $120 a month for your beautiful stud earrings. Stud earrings in 10 karat yellow gold on a gemstone that not a lot of people have heard of it yet. But I can be the one to introduce it to you, and you can be the one to introduce it to all your friends. You could be the one that makes this a huge deal, that makes this a trend. And once it does become a trend, once people really understand how rare this is, Diaspora isn't the rarest thing, but when Diaspora changes color, that's something. That is something. And what are we going to be moving on to? Ooh, I didn't even realize. That's why I got so many Turkizites out here. That's why I have so many certification cards, because I've got a lot of suites of Turkizite. So we're going to complete the suite with your... We had our Octillion suite, and now we have our Octagon suite, and once again we will complete the Octagon suite with a ring. Hang on a second. I don't really want to call this part of the suite, because I just realized something. This isn't in 10 karat yellow gold. This isn't part of our Luxoro line. This is part of our Ileana brand. Ileana is our luxury gold brand. Every Ileana piece is set in 18 karat gold. So this is why I'm retracting my statement. This isn't part of the same suite, because this is 18 karat yellow gold. $18 karat yellow gold housing at 9 by 7 millimeter. So I was just talking about how 8 by 6 is a pretty classic standard size calibration that you just can love and enjoy. Well, we went bigger with a 9 by 7. 9 by 7 millimeter. Perfect 3 karat total gem weight, not total gem weight, just in your Turkizite, excuse me. And then you have a 1/4 carat of diamonds on the shoulders. 10 square cut, channel set diamonds. GH color. SI clarity. And that's the thing about the Ileana collection. In all of our luxury collections, like Ileana, like Rhapsody, there's a minimum standard. And that standard is 18. For Ileana, that standard is 18 karat gold, and it is GH color, SI clarity in the diamonds. SI stands for slightly included. They're not perfect, but they are going to be eye clean. You're not going to be able to, again, bringing out my loop. I mean, I'm not going to be able to see anything in these diamonds, probably even with my loop, but those are, yeah. Beautiful square cuts. I mean, these look fantastic under my loop. These look fantastic under my loop. And the clarity on that Turkizite as well. Wow. And GH color, that means they're colorless to the eye. The color grading scale for diamonds starts at D. There's no such thing as ABC when it comes to diamonds. D, E, F are can't even see color through the loop. There's the minimum standard. We do that to honor the gemstones that we put at the center of our Ileana collection. Like that octagon cut Turkizite in this one. That perfect 3 carats, quarter carat of diamonds, total gem weight of 3.25 carats. I've got the card for this one. I've got the card, and it's all the same information I already said. But this was the accredited Gemological Institute. You take their word for it. This is an independent third party that's grading this and this saying what it was. And what they said when it came to the estimated retail replacement value is that it should be $6,470. $6,470 for a beautiful Ileana Turkizite ring. We're still showing the earrings behind the mirror. That's fine. We're now that we're on that many more platforms, at least there's that many more things to monitor and switch and change and make sure that they're good to go. Now that we're on YouTube, now that we are also on our app and on our website in a slightly different way than we have been, and that you can watch the playbacks. So that's the thing. Okay, if it is not 3:30 and 33 seconds for you in the Central Time and you're watching me, it just means that you're catching me after the show. It wasn't live anymore. The discount codes are still open for an additional 24 hours. So if you're watching me on a Friday and it's not 4 o'clock yet, I think, Central Time, then you can still be like, hey, oh wow, and go to the website or click the thing. I think on some of the things you can just like click here or maybe click here. I don't know. You're the one watching me. I know I'm going out in many different formats. You can still get in on it. You can still take advantage of those live 25 discount codes. But anyways, look at that beauty. Look at that color. Look at that color that it can change to. Look at the Ileana stamp on the inside of the band. Look at your 18 karat stamp for your hallmark. Look at your 5 square cut diamonds on each shoulder, totaling 5. Look at your 6,470 estimated retail replacement value. Look at our everyday low price of $2,139.99. Then look at our clearance price of $1,818.99. And I know with a number like that, the math's about to get real funny, because after your live 25 discount code, you're only going to be paying $1,364.24. What a random number, but that's because it's a low number, and it's as low as we can go on something as luxurious and beautiful and rare as Turkizite. $1,364.24, or just 5 equal, easy budget payments of $272.85. Those equal payments per month on an Ileana piece. Beautiful, luxury, fantastic. I need a sip of my water, so excuse me. Oh, finally, he went silent for a little bit. Oh, he was talking my ear off. Well, I'm back. I am back. That's one thing. At least on that live broadcast, they get 2 people out there at a time. So one of them can talk a bit, and then you can take a sip, you can take a break, or just do the active listening. I got to carry down the whole thing, pretty much. I mean, Ellie's just chime in, of course, but ooh, I remember this one. We had this one in my men's show just 2 or 3 weeks ago, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, he remembers it too. Elias behind the scenes here. Look. Okay, I got half an hour, and actually, somehow I spent a lot more than I thought I did. We're basically right on track-ish. Mm-hmm. I know I'm going to get right back off track, because that's what I do. But look at how cool the setting is on this ring. I'm holding it up right against the TV screen for a very specific reason, so that you can see the light going through it. It's like trellis work. It's just architecture. We're calling this the Mirage Collection. It's a 1.25 carat oval cut turquoisite at the center and 10 karat yellow gold. But what we did with that 10 karat yellow gold is just so cool. 1.25 carats, 7.5 millimeter by 5.5 millimeter. We're getting a little funny with the calibrations now, but that's just fine. We're calling this a men's ring, but hey, here's the deal. You don't have to be a man to wear it. You just have to love big, bold looks. This one actually fits nice on my... There we go. There's the architecture I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like deceptively light. I think you could only do this in 10 karat yellow gold for the sake of the durability. But just all these little triangles and rhombuses that go throughout it. And that's a rhombus, not a parallelogram. It reminds me of these stick bridges we had to make. I don't know if you had to do it in school, but we had to make in shop class these little bridges. They gave you like X amount of length of balsa wood that was really thin.
I recall that.
And you had to design and like use the X-Acto knife to cut it. And they try to like teach you how like the triangle is one of the strongest shapes because the way that it disperses the tension and the what have you.
I like the architecture on this ring. It reminds me of the Eiffel Tower.
Reminds Elias of the Eiffel Tower. I'm going to get my head out of the way there. But just so cool. That's why I keep talking about our factories in Jaipur, India, and just how look. It's not that we just send it there because of affordability. We send it there because that's where the best jewelry craftspeople are. They know what they're doing. They're doing the designs. I mean, you saw them on the CAD designing one of the other rings, not the one that we had in our show, but just demonstrating what they do over there and why that they're the best in the business and why. Yes, we also means that we can pass on those savings and keep things affordable, but we're not cutting corners in that process. I mean, even particularly that under gallery view that you're seeing on the TV behind me as well. Just really awesome what they've done with the lattice work practically on this one. This is Shop 14, SHOP14, and this one. Oh, we had this in a tanzanite option too. Is that tanzanite option?
Yes.
Okay, so this is another one where. Look, you probably... Ceylon Blue Sapphire. That's a deep, dark Ceylon Blue Sapphire. And catch you up. I know what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we have this design in Blue Sapphire as well. So that's an all the more reason. You probably gave up on watching me because, hey, I got all Turkizite. But if you're still watching and you want something blue, well, comment Shop 14 on this. Go to our website, and you're going to see that we have this exact same design in white gold with a beautiful bright blue Ceylon sapphire at the center as opposed to a Turkizite. So that's another just very handsome look. We have sizes 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in this. Again, men's ring, but you don't need to be a man to wear it. You just need to love this really cool architecture and Turkizite or sapphire. That's all up to you. Anyways, Mirage Collection, beautiful piece. Everyday low price at Shop LC, $799.99. Not for you, not today. After Live 25 discount code, $599.99, or just $120 per month on budget pay. It's not layaway. We will send it to you immediately from our warehouse. Warehouse is right over there. I'll go knock on the side of it as I get into my car when I leave tonight, whenever I get out of here. And yeah. Beautiful piece, amazing price, under $600 for Turkizite, and just a beautifully crafted, incredible ring. Asher cut. Oh, bracelet.
Yes, bracelet.
I was looking at all the links, all these fancy designed links in your bracelet. Almost very floral in this, but the Turkizite's at the center of every other link there. That's Asher cut. AAA Asher cut Turkizites. All your white gemstones are white zircons. Zircons are not zirconias. I don't want anybody making that mistake. Zircons predate most minerals, most everything. They're one of the earliest gemstones to form in the Earth's crust. Actually, the funny cubic zirconias are like the fake glass things that back in the 70s and 80s people like to use as a diamond simulant. But they weren't even actually simulating the sparkle of a diamond. They were simulating the sparkle of a zircon. So They're actually a stunt. Cubic zirconias were a stunt double for zircons. They weren't actually a stunt double for diamonds. Just a little bit of history there for you. It's 3.5 carats worth of turquoisites in those Asher cuts. Okay, now I got to talk about Asher cut. Asher cut is a very complicated cut where, okay, here, we're going to do a little drawing up here in the air. Keep up with me. Here's your cue at the bottom. Goes up to a point, then typically cut comes in like this, then across the top. With an Asher cut, you go up, then you go up, up, over. So you have more facets kind of climbing their way up towards that table facet as opposed to it just being that angle with the table facet. It's multiple layers. So it gives you that many more opportunities for the light to catch it and sparkle and reflect. And it has to do with the proportions as well, which is a big part of what makes the cut of a gemstone good. There's such a thing as cutting a gemstone so shallow that the light doesn't really come through it properly, or to cut a gemstone so tall that the same thing kind of happens and the light just kind of doesn't bounce around inside it in a significant way in order for it to sparkle correctly. But Asher is all about making sure it's a fancy way of making those proportions work out so that you still get the sparkle. You don't have any windows or fish eyes or any of those fun technical terms that just mean that it's not doing the work it should be doing in terms of making that light look pretty. Well, anyways, this is a 6.5 inch. Alex had to step out a second. I imagine we might have some different length options, but we will confirm that in a moment. Let me show you this clasp. You got a double safety hinge. Pull those back. Press down on the locking mechanism. Come on. They're trying to be too safe. They keep trying to pop back in there. Yep, you got your insert box clasp, a really big wide one at that. Easy to operate. Slide that in, slide over safety hinge 1, safety hinge 2, and your bracelet is safe and secure. That is your in-flight safety demonstration video. Prepare to fly with Shop LC Airlines and enjoy your bracelet. But let's talk about these links, shall we? Each of your links that has your Asher cut turquoisite has a floral pattern surrounding it. Then the alternating links also have a floral design, also with white zircons. This is 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver, just so there's no confusion. We're calling this the Floral Symphony bracelet. There are 172
Correct.
white zircons in this, totaling 3.8 carats.
Now we are doing all three prices at the same price as well.
Okay, we do have all three sizes, so that means we have a 6.5, we have a 7.25, and we have an 8-inch option. But get the size that fits you, because we're not going to charge you more for an extra inch and change between the 6.5 or inch and a half between your 6.5 and your 8-inch. You've got the 6.5, the 7.25, and the 8-inch. In order to pick your size, you got to go to our website. You want to go to our website? You want that link to this bracelet? You got to comment Shop 15 in the chat, and we will hook you up. You will be taken care of.
Shout out to Adrian.
Adrian asking if I'm a new host. Not even technically a host. I am a video content guy behind the scenes, but I usually do the Thursday afternoon shows for Shop LC, so I'm kind of like a quasi-host. So, not really that new. I've actually been with the company for over 16 years. Started as a freelance camera operator, actually right in this very same room. When this was the live broadcast studio, and when we still had live camera operators as opposed to robots, I was moving the cameras and pointing the cameras at the gemstones, working my way up, doing all kinds of fun stuff. I've got to travel all over the world. I've traveled to Istanbul to go to a gold show, but I didn't get to go to the Turkizite mines. I don't think we knew that was a thing back when I was there. That must have been sometime around 2014, 2015 maybe. So yeah, I've been around. I've been around, but I'm relatively recent. It's only been about a year that I've started coming out I started coming out on this side of the cameras. I'm usually on the other side of the cameras. So yeah, new host, but not really a host, but been here forever. So old guy, newish on-air presence. So, but just love to hear from you. I love getting questions and any interaction with from the audience. So thanks, Adrian. Okay, but what we really want to get to on this one is the price. Everyday low price on your Asher Cut Turkizite bracelet is $599.99, but after your Live 25 discount code, it's going to be $449.99, or just $90 per month for 5 months on budget pay. going to show you the back of these links too, just to give you an idea of how well crafted they are.
And we are, I believe, let me see.
What do we have left? We have...
We are 3 days away from Mother's Day as well.
Oh, we're 3 days away from Mother's Day. 3 days away from Mother's Day.
Don't forget to think about Mom.
So, yeah, that was kind of the theme of our Gem Fest that we had. If you were watching when we had a lot of ruckus in the background and Heather Chambers came out here. Actually, yeah, for once I do want to try to end my show on time because Heather Chambers wanted to show off her incredible handbag. She said it's the handbag of the world that she's kicking off at 4 p.m. when she goes live on the big show, the big broadcast. Yeah, that's what's funny, too. I know half of you probably know that this is part of Shop LC, and that Shop LC is primarily a shopping network that broadcasts live 24/7 here out of Austin, Texas. Then half of you probably just know that we're a live stream and don't even know that's the case. But I tend to get the leftovers on the live stream from what the live broadcast was. I don't know if I said it out loud last Thursday, but I kind of predicted I think I'm probably going to have Turkizite next week because for some reason I tend to get whatever they happen to sell in the prime time on the Sunday night before. Just a little bit of pattern. I'm pretty good at pattern recognition, and lo and behold, I get Turkizite. So actually, I kept meaning to look at the programming guide and see what's happening this Sunday evening because I will probably end up doing that next Thursday. This is how it is. But it's cool because I get to... That's the thing. How many do we have left of this bracelet?
We are looking at a quantity of 35.
Okay, that's looking a lot. Okay, we got 35 of this bracelet. But the whole thing is 35 for the sake of a national broadcast where they have to pay for the satellite uplink and this and that and the distribution. Reaches a point where there's not really enough left of a thing for it to warrant the broadcast airtime. So I get the last of them. I slash the price with the Live 25 discount code, and I try to find them all a new home so that we're not spending the big buck broadcast time on these things. So that's that's the other way that I'm bringing you the deals that I'm able to bring you. I try to be pretty transparent about that so you just understand the business model, let you know who you're doing business with and how we do it. It's I don't know how Costco's keeping their $1.50 hot dog deal going, but at a certain point I'd start getting scared. But it's always nice to know a little bit about how the sausage gets made, and I know exactly how the jewelry gets made here at Shop LC. It's been a while since I've been to our facilities, and whenever the opportunity comes for us to send people to the manufacturing facilities, I tend to send people that are part of my team, just because I want more people to see it, not me to see it for the fourth time. But it's like I will tell them before they go. I try to get them as prepared as possible. Like, you're going to see this, you're going to see that. It's tough to get in there behind the workbenches to see the work that all these people are doing. Well, actually, this is a perfect ring to get into a little bit of that manufacturing process, and you'll know why in a second. This one is 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver. It's an 8x6 millimeter oval cut Turkizite at the center, a AAA Turkizite, part of our DeJoy collection. Our slogan at Shop LC is, don't let it get creepy, delivering joy. I'm wearing my purple Delivering Joy t-shirt today because we have Gem Fest going on. We have customers in the building, and we all wear our Delivering Joy purple t-shirts when we have customers on site so that they know who actually works here and who's here to meet hosts and do some purchases and take part of our workshops. We do them every few months here in Austin, Texas. So actually, if you're a big fan of Shop LC or even the live stream, I'm usually the one who gives the tours around the place. So I actually had to delegate that to Stephanie, who was bringing people through earlier. But if you want to get a live personal tour of our studio, of our facilities from me, show up to one of our Gem Fests if you're in the Austin area. It's fun. Anyways, those white sparkling gemstones that you see all over the place, all round cut, but very intricately placed throughout your gorgeous setting, those are all moisanites. And we did that same color blocking thing I talked about earlier. All the color gemstones are in your yellow gold overlay, and then all of your white moisanites are set in white metal with your white prongs. I just love how they do that, how they let the colors... Oh, Rachel is saying don't see any silver pieces. Well, this one's one. This one is silver. It just happens to have yellow gold over that sterling silver. I know, and we've had very few silver pieces in the show. We were kind of really up there in a lot of our 10 karat and 14 karat Luxoro line. If just looking ahead at our last three pieces, they're all in yellow metal, but I'm not 1,000% sure yet if those are. I'm pretty sure our last pieces are going to be yellow gold over sterling silver. So hope that's helpful to you, Rachel. Okay, back to this one. We have your moisanites.
Yes, here you go.
We have your 88 round moisanites to be precise, 69 points of them. Moisanites are taking the world by storm. They are actually more, they diffract the light and diffuse the light a lot more than even a diamond does. So I'm talking about that rainbow flash that comes out. We all know that Dark Side of the Moon poster with the prism and the white light hits it, then it splits that light and refracts it into that rainbow. Well, if a diamond splits the light that much, a moissanite splits the light that much. So you get that much more of a kind of a rainbow effect from the sparkle that comes off of a moissanite. That's why it's taking the world by storm. They are all lab created. They were first initially found in a meteor impact crater by Henri Moisson, and I want to say I'm going to make up a number if I say a number. I know it was early. It was very early 20th century, if not late 19th century. So he found moissanite there, and look, we're not just picking up meteorites and finding moissanite sitting underneath them, but we figured out how to lab create those pretty quickly, actually. I think we kind of perfected that process earlier than we perfected the lab-grown diamond process. But that's why people like moissanites. But when I was talking about our manufacturing process and why this is so cool to me, or why the work that we do in our factories is so wild, every single one of those 88 moissanites was individually hand set by one of our jewelry crafts people at our factories in Jaipur, India. You can't just take 88 moissanites and like dump them in the top of a machine and take your 8x6 millimeter moissanite and dump it into the top of the machine and pour in some silver and then pour in some gold overlay and then just like it goes down the conveyor belt with the Acme hammers and the funny music playing and then ding, something comes out the other end. No, this is all done by hand. And it's wild. It's just wild to me that it is. But that's just how it's done. It's how it's made. And that it can be done with such precision, especially with a design so intricate. Because look at this. You have your center 8x6 millimeter Turkizite. Then you have your first halo of moissanites. Then at the north, south, east, and west, you have these round cut moissanites. Oh, actually, then really, they're going to make me at your northeast, your southeast, your southwest, and your northwest, you have other round cut, larger moissanites. Then you have between them these little snaking, twisting, almost resembles, if you just look at like these cross sections, fleur-de-lis going around. I mean, look, it's a very Byzantine, very intricate, very heavily designed look. And design is so important to a lot of this. And look, here's the thing too about design. It's one thing to just have make this pretty picture in your head, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm imagining it. It looks so cool. But then you have to be able to get out the tools or get out the drawing and actually draw the thing and make it how it needs to be. But then you have to know that you can actually craft it and that you have the materials, because you can imagine some elaborate thing in your brain. But if you don't have the correct calibrated 1 to 1.5 millimeter diameter moissanites in stock to bring your ring to life, then what was the design for? If you don't have access to a single source 8x6 millimeter Turkizite to put in the center, what was it good for? So taking the design from all the way from imagination to practical creation, it takes just a lot of determination. It just takes a lot of talent, and that's what you're really getting in on. Besides just the minerals and the gemstones and the sparkle, like there's such intention in craftsmanship behind every single one of these pieces. Anyways, long way of saying we put a lot of love and a lot of work in every single one of these pieces. Like this 2.15 total gem weight Royal Flourish ring, 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver. It's part of our DeJoy collection. DeJoy is the abbreviation for delivering joy. That's why I did the whole "Here's my delivering joy" shirt thing earlier on. We've got multiple sizes in this one, but what you want to get, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sizes available. This one is shop 16. If you are interested in this one, comment shop 16, no space, and we will send you the link to our website from there. But anyways, you want your price. Every other day at Shop LC, $339.99. Not for you, not today. After your Live 25 discount code, that takes it all the way down to $254.99, or just $51 per month on 5 easy, equal, interest-free budget payments. Just click that budget pay option at checkout, and it'll take it from there. There's no credit check. There's no nonsense like that. Just savings. Just a way to make things a little more accessible to you. We're moving on to the pendant, I take it?
Yes.
Okay, I got a
Pendant
matching
and chain.
I got a matching pendant. I have a pendant, then I have the matching ring for that pendant. Then I have
17 on the pendant and 18 on the ring, and then 19 on our laptop.
we had 19. I'm surprised. I'm usually so behind by now. I don't know if I'm finally finding my pacing groove or what the deal is today, or if I just need to give 4 studio tours before every live stream. My normal, everyday bread and butter job here would never get done, but one can hope. We are back in this fancy cut territory. Wait, what? I'm going to need to get down to the details on this one, because that's a surprising one to me. That's a 97-point octillion cut turquoisite at the center. We had a lot of octillions before, but okay. Oh,
Trying to see.
I found it.
I
They pulled a Gaia Perez on us.
I see.
If you don't get that reference, she's one of our designers, and she hides a secret sapphire in every one of her pieces, but she hides a blue sapphire. Well, we hid a Podparasha sapphire on the back. Come on, where's the focus? Now it's in focus. It's just so tiny you can't tell what I'm doing, but you're there.
Image.
That blurry pinkish thing that you can see right there, that's a secret Podparasha sapphire. Podparasha comes from a Sanskrit word for lotus. It's just this, well, there, if I get my big fat head out of the way. There we go. There we go. We got that bezel set in the back of your pendant, just to give you your own little secret sapphire that's a little secret between you and yourself that you're going to hold close to your heart. Podparashas are kind of an orangey pink, really beautiful sought-after color. I mean, it's such a sought-after color that I learned how to spell Podparasha. Let's just put it that way. And then we have 16 round-cut zircons. And those round-cut zircons are in this halo barreling around your pendant. This is such a cool design. It's so cool. It's really hard for me to show off. But you see how they are. I mean, you can see them better in the TV behind me like that. But you can see kind of the dimensionality, how they are facing like outwards. So when it's resting on your neck, you can see that ring of white zircons surrounding it. And then we have more white zircons up and down the bail. Well, up or down the bail, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. You got your 4 round cut zircons, but I mean, you can tell from the monitor behind me. You can see like the greenish that you're familiar with when it comes to the turquoisites, but then you can see that pinkish Podparasha color almost shining through. They must have put some sort of light source directly behind it. Actually, I'm going to hold it up to the... You really have to hit it from an incredibly precise angle, but yeah, you can see a little bit of that Podparasha through your octillion cut turquoisite. That's so cool. 1.2 carats total gem weight amongst your Podparasha sapphire, your octillion cut AAA turquoisite, and your white zircons. This one is also 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver. So yes, we're wrapping it all up with some yellow gold over sterling silver pieces. I'll just say it, I didn't have anything that was in white metal with the exception of the tumble bead bracelet we kicked the whole show off with, which would have been shop 1, but that just would have been sterling silver in the bracelet extender. So that's what we had. Lobster claw clasp, 20-inch chain, also yellow gold over sterling silver. One of our more affordable pieces of the show, and that's really saying something. Everyday low price of $159.99, but not for you, not today. After that Live 25 discount code, you're going to go all the way down to $119.99 on this Shop 17, Shop 17. Type that no spaces if you want the link to our website to get this one. And the or you can split this into 5 equal easy budget payments of just $24 a month. Making it nice and simple. Look at that bail too. That's a nice big hefty bail if you wanted to put a different chain through it. But you don't need to because you've got that really cool chain coming with it. That's not always a guarantee. I've just been getting pretty lucky getting the ones where you get the chain included, which is the case with your Turkizite and Podparasha Sapphire pendant. And
18.
now we're moving on to our penultimate ring of the show. We've only got 2 more pieces left. So this one, your Podparasha Sapphires aren't in the undergallery, underneath it, like they were in the pendant, but they're right here in the gallery view. There, you see that little round portion right there, that little pinkish shape? The color is maybe not coming out too great because it's against that white backdrop, but I'm just more showing you the shape so you can tell where exactly it is. Once again, you have those white zircons surrounding your Turkizite, and now you have your white zircons also plunging down each shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each shoulder, and an additional amount. Okay, we have a total of 22 round zircons between the shoulders and the, I don't even know what to call it. It's such a unique feature of a ring. I'm struggling with the vocabulary for a ring of additional gemstones that are surrounding your main focal gem. Another octillion cut, of course. It matches the pendant, so you likely understood that. Just looking at that color, looking at that sparkle. These are beryllium treated Podparasha sapphires, just to put that out there. Really just helps stabilize, not so much stabilize, but in a whole batch of sapphires and make sure that they're all going to come out the exact same color. It's a simple thing. And look, those are your 5 points between your 2 with your 1.5 millimeters. And right there. And our little architectural, more schematic with your fancy little measurements on it and so on and so forth. The Royal Crown Ring. 1.4 carats. 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver. Which sizes do we have in this one?
We are looking at sizes 5 to 10.
5 through 10, all the sizes. Top to bottom, like from the table facet of your Turkizite down to the bottom of your Podparasha sapphire, we're looking at 8 millimeters. It sits pretty tall and proud there. Well, I guess it's giving you the 0.31 inch. I gave you the millimeter. I usually use millimeters for the smaller calibrations there. It's got, if we go to that, reviews are good. Reviews are good. I love reviews. Oh, if we were going to those ones.
Here you go.
Charlton wrote in 5 stars. It is beautiful, such a pretty mounting. Yeah, Charlton. I mean, it really is a unique design here. Janet wrote in 5 stars. My ring is just elegant. She was saying it took her so long to get in on it that she should have been getting in on Turkizite sooner. And now she thinks it's not going to be her only Turkizite. Well, if she's watching now, that won't be. We had a lot of reviews on this one. This ring was better than expected, wrote Geraldine. I'm extremely pleased. This ring is, Nancy T wrote in 5 stars. This ring is elegant with the setting is graceful. The stone sparkles in the raised prong setting. Turkizite is a beautiful stone. The small carat weight means the color shift will be less noticeable, but the color and clarity more than make up for that. You don't always need to have a giant carat weight to maximize your color change in a piece, if anything. Sometimes a larger stone is going to challenge your clarity. It's going to challenge... It's just more stone and gives you more opportunity for things like inclusions. But it still should shift, just depending on... Look, everyone behaves a little bit differently. But I love the autumnal, earthy tones that you get out of the various colors that Turkizite's going to show. Okay, we'll get to the price on this one. Really, once again, everyday low price of $199.99, but not today. After your Live 25 discount code, that goes all the way down to $149.99, or just $30 per month for 5 months. And that takes us to the grand finale, the final piece of my show. Another 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver piece. And another beautiful design. Natural champagne diamonds and white diamonds surrounding a fancy pear-cut turkizite. Another just bold design. I mean, the fact that we have turkizite, period. Champagne diamonds set on these little portions that come out, extruding from the three prongs, holding your pear cut in shape. Then your second halo also being champagne diamonds with rhodium flash prongs on those. Again, that color blocking I keep talking about that we've really committed to, where we almost have like a champagne colored prongs holding your natural champagne diamonds in place. Then we have white prongs holding your white diamonds in place in the first halo that surrounds your pear cut 8x6 millimeter turkizite at the center, your AAA color change turkizite. Those champagne diamonds, 36 of them, weighing 14 points. It's a 1.24 carat pear cut turkizite at the center. I missed the carat weight on that one. And then how many white diamonds? We have 16 white diamonds weighing 10 points. But again, just another really awesome design in your 925 nickel-free sterling silver ring with 18 karat yellow gold vermeil over it. There's a look at your undergallery, your finished undergallery, which makes it so much more comfortable and smooth to wear on your finger. The sheer fact that we have something as rare and exotic as turkizite, but that not only do we have it, but that we let our designers be so playful with it and just do whatever they want. And just, no holds barred, just make some really cool designs with it. Like sometimes when you have something that's this kind of untested, like it hasn't really penetrated the market in a significant way yet, but it will. Just look at the reviews I've been reading, particularly on that last ring that I had. It's going to keep coming in. You're going to be one of the first ones to get in, and you're going to be one of the last ones to get in on the types of prices that we're able to offer while we're trying to get this thing some momentum, while we're trying to get people to fall in love with turkizite. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time, but you can get in now. And it's going to be wild when it does become as renowned, and I don't think people are going to be as playful with it. It's one thing to have this gemstone. It's another thing to just say, let loose with it. Do what you want. I want to see 19. I showed you 19 designs today, and I had a lot of like suites of 3 different pieces of jewelry with some really just fun designs, some really fancy cuts. It's easy to play it safe sometimes, where you get that one gemstone, that one fancy thing. Oh, I have my one tanzanite. Oh, I better play it safe. I better cut it into a 8x6 millimeter oval, and I better put it in a single band. It's sort of like the rarity and the scarcity can make you shy when it comes to designing, but I'm not seeing any shyness, any bashfulness when it comes to designing these beautiful turkizite rings. And this is just another great example of that. Another well-reviewed one. Cynthia H. wrote in, "This ring is gorgeous. I've gotten so many compliments. The price, as usual, was hard to believe." Thank you, Cynthia, because that really sums up the story I've been trying to get into your skull for the 2 hours I've been out here. So we'll get to our price very quickly. On this, actually, it'll take me exactly to my 2 hours since we started a little bit late. But yes, this everyday low price on this, my last piece, Shop 19, $309.99. After your Live 25 discount code, that takes you down to $232.49, or just $46.50 per month, thanks to budget pay. But one fell swoop, final price, $232.49. Beautiful design, beautiful gemstone. Ooh. I will be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern for 2 hours to present Moroccan Amethyst. I'm expecting some really cool designs and some amazing affordable prices with that one as well. Thank you for spending your time with me. It's the most valuable thing you can give me, so I'm grateful for it. You've been watching me, Casey Fort, on the Shop LC live stream. Have a wonderful day.
This.